What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I really appreciate you tuning in. I do not take your time for granted. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. If you like this video, subscribe, send it to a friend. I might say something that you like. If that's your friend, you kind of think alike, I might say something that they like. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ where I give you motivation every single day, literally, from Sunday to Sunday, every morning. Try to get you right. Now let's get into it. So, last week we talked about, understanding your value and where you get your value from. And I think a good piece that helps with you understanding your value and knowing like your worth and things like that, and not just trying to receive it from others, how you build that confidence in your value is in your personal growth. Now you have to understand, for me at least, you either go two directions in your growth. You either grow positively or negatively. And the reason I say that is because, like, I say this all the time. If on my birthday, a whole year goes by and I'm exactly the same, I've wasted a year. I didn't progress. I didn't do nothing to try to better myself. To me, that's a negative. So I honestly feel like you're going, whether you say it or not, whether you are aware of it or not, you're going in one of the other directions. So I think you should really be conscious of the things that you're doing. Like, is my thought the same? And here's the crazy part for me, like, even if I'm in a good place right now and the whole year goes by and I'm still in a good place mentally, I didn't grow. What did you really do? You didn't get better. Like, what would be the point of life if you're just the same every single year? Like, you know that saying, like, we in 7 months in now? And I know a lot of times when the new year come around, different year, same me. Like, what? Why would you want to be the exact same person the year before? What did you do? Did you elevate? Did you do anything to progress? To me, I'm like, I'm moving in a downward direction. I should always be trying to progress in some type of way, in some form of fashion. Are you thinking differently? Are you listening to different things? Are you reading more? Are you listening to different people that are where you want to be? If I say, nah, I've been a good person, I've been treating people good, cool. And if you staying that same exact way, then, like, mediocrity, man. I just can't be mediocre, man. I know some people, they're okay with that. Cool, whatever floats your boat. But, man, I'm just trying to, when I say the best version possible, it's impossible. It's impossible to be your best version possible if you're not working on yourself at least once a week. Like the minimum, at least once a week. You have to be working on yourself. If not, and here's the thing about being stagnant, you don't realize that you get comfortable, right? You get comfortable, and then you think you got all things together. Next thing you know, you start slipping in areas you ain't even realize. And it's a slow decline. And you don't even realize it because you're so comfortable. You chilling like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. Everything good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a good father. I'm a good husband. Taking care of my business. You know what I mean? I ain't really on it like that so I could just lean back. Now my guard's down. Next thing you know, things start slipping. And you're like, hold on. And then certain problems that you used to have start coming back. Like if you had a bad temper, you stopped working on it. You stopped trying to make sure you're in tune with your emotions. Things start getting you upset quicker than it used to. Then it's like, hold on, I'm slipping. Everything just starts to bother you. Your emotions all over the place. You can't have a sound conversation without having an attitude of being rude. And the reason is why you got comfortable. Like I said before, it's like, yo, I ain't trying to get comfortable for real. Because the minute you start getting comfortable is the minute you start slipping. The minute you start getting comfortable is the minute you let things slide. You start compromising. Because I'm comfortable. Think about it. When you're comfortable, you're like, I don't really got to do that. I'm cool. But when you was on top of it, like, hold on, no, I got to make sure I'm on top of my things. I don't want to start slipping. I want to make sure I'm constantly progressing. You got to have that mindset. Like, you know, we say get comfortable with being uncomfortable, but for real, like, don't get stagnant. You're going in one of those directions. You're either going positively or going negatively. I don't think there's no middle ground. Because in the middle ground, if you're not doing anything to progress, you gotta be headed in the other direction. And even if you're staying there, that's considered negative to me. You might not think. Some people really are cool with that, just being the same every year. And then get upset why things aren't changing. Why things aren't going their way. Like, that's insanity. You're expecting a different result doing the same thing. I don't see how it's possible. So really start digging into like, okay. Just imagine if you have that mindset like, yo, I'm either growing negatively or positively. Either way, I'm growing. So it's not about just growth. Because you're going to grow. You're going to grow in one direction, one way or another. So it's the type of growth that I want. If I want positive growth, I got to do positive things. If I don't do positive things, then what am I doing? It's one or the other. If I'm not doing positive things to grow, then what am I doing? What is the alternate? There has to be an alternate, right? Or am I bugging? There has to be an alternate. So really be conscious of the things that you're doing. Really be conscious of what you're listening to, what you're taking in, how you're handling your emotions. Really get in tune with those things. And make a conscious effort to say, you know what? Am I progressing? Did I do something better this week? Did I do something better this month? At least once a month, try to do something to progress because you're gonna go in the other direction. So really start thinking about that and be in tune with that. Because you're gonna grow. You're either gonna grow negatively or you're gonna grow positively. You have to decide and be conscious of which one you want. Now that's the episode this week. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, send it to a friend. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. Let's do this again next week.